Hi, it's Rich from the Motorcycle Garage again. Basically regarding this clutch slave cylinder, I've given it a good clean out completely. The seal, as I showed you last time, seems really good condition, and actually cleaned the bore out well, and put the rubber grease in there in the bore and put the piston back, and it seemed quite tight, so I'm going to try anyway. Bleed the clutch out, as it were. I'm putting dot 4 in. In this case, obviously, I'm using Sikaline, but you can use any other product. There's many other products on the market, and this is dot 4, so I find about the best. And I just use the basic system. There's many systems of bleeding, but this has got a little bottle at the bottom there. Also, I've got a ring spanner on the bleed nipple above the clutch slave cylinder, which I just released slightly, because obviously you go back and forth with releasing it, pressing the clutch handle, forcing the oil down, the clutch oil down into the cylinder and then out again to bleed any air. There's different ways of doing it, and some people force it backwards, all sorts of things, but anyway, this seems to work fine, the old traditional method. There's pumps and all sorts of things you can get, but this does actually have a non-return valve as well on this. So I've got this from Halfords. Again, you can buy them from anywhere, but this was just a one-way brake and clutch bleeding kit, and it was really cheap, and it does a fantastic job. And it's got that one-way valve. There it is, one-way valve, which means that you can go on pressing the clutch and forcing the brake fluid through, getting any air bubbles out. So it's completely empty at the moment. I'll just show you. Just completely empty. At the top here at the master cylinder, and cleaned it out. It's really worth cleaning the master cylinder out really well, making sure it's really clean. Obviously I've taken the top off and the internal baffle in there. So I'm just going to top up, try to do it on the camera as it were, so it's splitting it everywhere. What I should do, which I haven't done yet, and I will do, not thinking, is put loads of paper towel around with one hand, around here, so if I spill any, of course it doesn't get on the paintwork or anything like that. I might get a rag as well, actually, big rag, if I can find one. Probably not. Let's use a bit of towel, mainly down there because of the actual paintwork. If you get it off very quickly, there's fluid, the clutch fluid or brake fluid, same thing. It doesn't do any harm, and then you wash it with something. It won't damage it, but best to be safe than sorry, but having actually go on there at all, because it's very corrosive if left, really. So let's pour some in. Right, come on then. In you go. I'm doing it on film, and it's difficult to judge how much is in there. There's not a lot. So I'm going to top it right up now. It looks like there's loads, doesn't it? That looks like it's the top. Yeah, that's the top. So now, it's also important to be aware, because when you press the lever it tends to squirt back as well at you, so do it very slowly. You can of course put the top back on while you're actually squeezing the clutch to force the oil down the pipe, which is empty now, and so is the actual master cylinder, slave cylinder down here. It's completely empty, so I'm just starting literally. The next thing I do is I release the bleed nipple, so that means that will allow the oil to come through right the way through the system, right down here from the lever, as it were, passing into the slave cylinder, up and out, and then down into there, as it were, passing through, getting any air through. So let's do it very slowly. I don't know how much. Let's press it down. If you do it slowly, I'm pressing the lever very slowly, so I don't want it squirting everywhere. And it should now draw it down in a minute. Yeah, it's gradually going down. Okay, I'm just slowly. Yeah, normally what you do, and I'm testing the return valve at the minute, I'll probably have to do it. You draw it to the handlebar like that first. I can't do it, but you then go to the spanner and then you lock the bleed nipple on the slave cylinder tight. And I'll just show you that, like that. So it's locked the system. So when you let the release, because of course I'm doing it in one hand, so I've already released it, but what you do is then you release that, and that then sucks the fluid, brake fluid down into the pipe, and you can carry on like that until you bleed the air through. So I'll then open it again sufficiently like that, and then down we go again. I should have something to. If I put my leg against the actual bar, and then shut that like that, and then release carefully and slowly. Yeah, it's going slowly, and then so release the clutch out again, and then I'll open up again. Usually you do it under fraction pressure. I usually do it slightly pull the handle, but I can't do it all the same with 3 hands. And then I'm now pushing the lever in. Okay, and the fluid is slowly going down, and then I'll go back, hold that leg, and then shut that again, and now I'll slowly release, and that will slowly draw the fluid in. So basically that's it. I'll carry on now until I've completely, and then you slowly see bits going into here anyway. Yeah, slowly drawing it in. So yeah, and carry on like that until the clutch is completely tight and pushing the clutch in and out, which of course it isn't at the moment because there's loads of air in there and it's doing nothing at the moment. So I will carry on and have a good day. Bye.